Hola a todos y todas, bienvenidos a esta nueva versión de Beyond Green, el programa que busca concientizar ambientalmente al respecto de diversas temáticas y llegar a más gente con cosas que quizás no conocíamos. El día de hoy tenemos una invitada muy especial y es una persona que está haciendo una gestión increíble a través de una aplicación que conocimos a través de Ms Universo. Les hago esta introducción en español porque posteriormente este programa va a ser traducido, ya que nuestra invitada habla en inglés. Así es que les dejo a todos invitados a continuar viendo este episodio y las personas obviamente angloparlantes son bienvenidas a dejar todas sus consultas, sus dudas al respecto de nuestra invitada. Así que le voy a dar la bienvenida a una persona muy importante. Ella es la vicepresidenta ejecutiva de una aplicación que se llama Impactwayv, con la que estamos trabajando con Ms Universo. So I would like to welcome to this first episode about applications that create some impact in society to our guest of today. She is Karen Talamelli. I hope I'm pronouncing it well.
Very well.
Hello, Karen. Welcome to this Beyond Green episode. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And thank you, Antonio. It's lovely to meet you and be your guest today. Very excited. Always love a chance to speak about Impactwayv. So thank you so much.
Thanks to you for accepting this invitation. And for us, it's an honor, of course, because we actually love the app. Normally, we work a lot about many different society issues, but right now this app is getting a bit stronger with the contestants of Miss Universe. And as part of the Miss Universe pageant, I would like you to tell everybody what is this about. Well, first of all, I would like to make a short introduction of you, or maybe you can do it yourself, because you are the Executive Vice President of Impactwayv, this application that creates social impact. So tell us about you.
Well, thank you. I was delighted to be part of this team. I came from the world of business and always been involved in the community. So bringing my strengths in finance, infrastructure, and organization, but always a passion to just find meaning in life overall. And I think that that's why Impactwayv was created. I was delighted to come in on the ground floor as we noticed that there was a need. And hopefully part of the team to fulfill that kind of global trend for more impact and more passion to have cause related and a sense of purpose in life.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. I mean, coming from another side that maybe it's business and trying to apply everything about it into this app that is creating some incredible changes. And I hope that everybody is still is getting involved in this because, well, personally, I use it a lot. And I'm hoping that you soon add for Android as well, for Android users as well, because so far it's only for iOS, but later I think you will let everybody join.
Oh, most definitely. And yes, you're right. We were created, like so many other great creations and inventions, by just a conversation. And, people who came from our founding members were very successful in business and the world of philanthropy, but noticed that there was becoming like a social trend that people were looking for more purpose in their lives, between people looking for greater impact and purpose personally, businesses recognizing that they need to do more than make products and offer services. They need to make a difference and have a mission. Consumers want to buy from organizations and businesses that share their values. And employees and stakeholders are demanding that of companies. And then on nonprofits, and you're so involved in so much, Antonia, there's always a need for greater discoverability. And also to be sustainable, you need, so many of these nonprofits need to adopt more for-profit mentality. And so our founders recognize that, and also recognize that there was no digital ecosystem to bring all of these people, business, and nonprofit together. And then the COVID hit, which was, so devastating, and also showed the goodness and the humanity and how much people want to do good and the hope. But also businesses realized that to make that greater impact, because the need was so big, they have to work more closely together. And collaborations became formed between businesses and nonprofits. And we were creating an ecosystem that our platform is designed around causes. And also, we had the vision of not only the experience that our team brought, but also the benefit of hindsight of other social media platforms, so that we could see that some unintended consequences were issues regarding mental health and self-esteem that were being negatively impacted. And that all went into our development of our impact metric as opposed to likes.
Yes, because well, Impactwayv, as far as I can see, has many different aims or objectives, targets that involves companies, also mental health, as you said, and sustainability that is strongly has this strong bond to this Beyond Green program, and of course, my own goal in life, because I'm an environmental engineer, so I love issues about environment, how to treat it better, how to defend the oceans. So Impactwayv is creating like a big community that we all can share ideas about how to do better in society. And how was this idea at the beginning, like created? How was it born? Who is the creator behind this, or is many people involved?
Well, our founding members, it was a small team that founded that, again, as I had mentioned, just saw this need to, as you said, create all those voices in a cause. And we wanted to remove the clutter in on other platforms, because you could find all of the information, but we created the waves to remove the clutter. So Dan Rubino is our chairman and chief executive officer. George Delatly is our president of the company. Benji Bernstein is our chief technology officer, but he is the brains behind the actual development of the platform. And Mike Hoffman came from the world of philanthropy. And we also have Serge Dumont, our vice chairman, who is huge into marketing worldwide. So it was a core group of people who really identified this need that wasn't being addressed, to get all, as you see, you're passionate about the environment, being an environmental engineer, and all that you do, you're better when all those voices are coming together and you collaborate, professionally to be better. And when you go into that environment wave, you see, right, as soon as you go into a wave, and we could talk about that in a bit, our
about how it works.
It's different. But yeah, you go into the wave and you see all the companies and nonprofits that make that their passion and mission. And then you go into the post. So yes, it just, again, removes the clutter and keeps the focus on the cause.
So what do you think are the most relevant aspects of the app, and how do the younger generations maybe get involved, and I don't know, how does it impact the younger people that is involved in social media?
Yeah, and in that regard, I do think that the younger people, which younger people to me could be 5 to 50, but there's a large group of...
Yeah, it's a large...
yeah, there are a lot of people who are younger, but you're right. I mean, I think that the younger generation just is very mindful of issues and want to get involved. And we tried to create an app that identified those areas, but provided a reason for hope. They could come on and create wonderful stories, take live videos, make an impact in the things that matter to them. It's not going to get lost in the clutter. And so many are involved in so many things, whether it's human rights, social justice, the environment. There's more than 50 different waves, but we want them to get involved. And I think what we add, there's so much talk about stay away from social media at night. It's a little negative, and it's very easy to have that negativity compounded. Whereas on our site, by our impacts, by sharing stories, I think we provide some hope that there can be a better tomorrow, because by your impact, by your sharing of stories, you are creating hope, and you're not taking the hope. The issues are big and they are important, but I think the inherent desire to do better and to make a positive difference, to make an impact in this world, is there and available, and that's what we want to provide.
Yeah, I think it pretty much provides and also proves that point that you said about the negativity in general in social media, because yeah, there is always a good and a bad side about everything. But then this app is kind of changing this perspective of people just maybe complaining, but here they also are raising their voices to do something about the issues that matters to them. And then I think that's a great start for younger people, or the ones that are getting joining to the social media, that are looking for something different. Then it's a great alternative to, because in general in all platforms there are people who are like influencing positively, but this is totally focused on that. So this is the difference, I think. And more or less, can you tell people who are not involved on Impactwayv how could they join and how does it work? Like about the waves?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I probably didn't address and you asked. So we are available on, I see it on, Android will be available early next year. So we are looking forward to increasing our universe. But thank you for that. And like I said, we wanted to create, and you hit on it, that's kind of our tagline, a healthy alternative. There's a space for everybody, but if you want a healthy alternative that is cause related. So you could download the app from the App Store right now. And the two things that kind of set us apart right off the bat are our waves. So in keeping with the Impactwayv, our branding metric, we've created waves. So there are over 50 waves, which are cause and topic areas. So as you said, there's environment, there's arts and culture, wellness, mental health, et cetera. There are well over 50. Please download our app and see all of them. So we try to get rid of the clutter. So when you go on, you sign up, you could choose which waves that you are interested in. You could follow all of them, or you could sign up for whichever you want to start with. When you click into a wave, you immediately see, so if you click into Clean Oceans, you see all the companies and nonprofits that list clean oceans as a focus area for them. And you can click into those companies to learn a little more. You could go onto their website. And as for nonprofits, you could click into their profile. You could see what they're stating. You could actually click into their website while still remaining on our app. You could go right to their website. You could donate. You could volunteer. And you could also, in your Clean Oceans, there's a tab for posts. And this is where you could see all the aggregated content from our content providers and from all the users that are focused on clean oceans. So again, you could certainly search for this everywhere, but we are able to contain those causes and topic areas so you could see that, the difference that you're making there. So we wanted to keep it focused on those causes. The other metric that makes us a bit different is our impact metric. So again, we tried to stay away from seeing, the again, unintended negative consequences of likes, to keep it less superficial. And likes are also rather static. You either like it or you don't. On impact, when you post, you could share, you could boost. Sharing a story increases your impact. And as we said, on any topic, just the discoverability, just the conversation is quite impactful. So that's how your impact grows. You could share live videos, etc. And one thing I particularly have always, I'm like a broken record with this. This meant so much to me because you can, if you're very passionate about a cause, and maybe you feel you can't make much of an impact because of either financial limits or even mobility, you're not able to participate, you could make a substantial impact just by sharing stories, just by increasing that discoverability, and your impact score grows. You can feel good about doing something for a cause that you're very passionate about. And I think that, again, that's where I think it really brings hope that you can do something in this, in society as a whole.
Yes, actually, because it's using the technologies that we have available to connect people, but also to try to make a level for all of us that we are all equal in social media or in these platforms, because on internet or virtual media, we all can share the same things. There's no limitations for anybody. So that's a great advantage also about using these platforms. Because as you said, some people would like to join activities maybe in person, but they are not capable of. But now they are capable of helping people that they want to in a different way. So that's amazing. And also trying to avoid a bit the superficial part that maybe social media in general has led to. Normally, I see that some people are now trying to don't use the like thing anymore because of the same reason. So I think that's also telling that younger people or people involved in social media are aware of this. So this is a great sign that they would like also to join Impactwayv because of these reasons, because they are seeing this change. So well, that's great.
Yes, exactly, Antonia. And that's, I'm glad you brought up the youth, because I think that, it's wonderful. They have so much drive and ambition, and we want to give them a platform to use that creativity in something good. I mean, that's one of the things that we've been so proud and excited that it has taken off, and there's more discoverability of Impactwayv and more people signing on all the time. But we would love to encourage, youth, these creators, and they have so much creativity to impact it's their world, that they literally have an ability to change through this by their creativity with their posts. They are our influencers for social good. And 24/7, we hope that we give people a dose of hope and feeling good about social media, because they could make a difference. So they could end each day with Impactwayv and have hope of a better tomorrow.
Yes, of course. I mean, like, well, hope is the main thing or main fuel to do things after all. So that's the basics. And with that, we start dreaming and doing things. So encouraging people, it's a great job. So I congratulate all your team for creating this and letting all of us to know it. I really hope it reaches more people. So people who are listening, please look up for Impactwayv and join the platform. You are not going to regret it. And I would like to ask you something so also about this. Like, is there any story or anything that you have seen maybe on the platform that has touched your heart like deeply, or something that you feel very connected to? Is there anybody like in the app, or any story that you could tell us that has made a difference to you, like an impact to you?
Okay. Yes, and it's more than sometimes I think just a story. What really touched my heart was the effect that some of the user's story had on another one. And when I heard from someone who actually is a military veteran, fought in a war, is a psychologist who helps people after she came back with PTSD and all, who reacted to a story that said she was so touched by the just the comments and the posts that Impactwayv gave meaning to her life. And this is such an accomplished person who has been through so much. To think that we created something that gave her life purpose was talk about being touched by it. I mean, it just drew me to tears. And then to have very, just thrilled and almost amazed. One of our more recent, we call them early adopters. A lot of word of mouth getting companies and organizations on, but the Yale Center for Environmental Justice. It's a new initiative at Yale University between the Yale School of Law and the School of the Environment to deal with environmental justice, which I've been learning so much, Indigenous peoples, and they see us as a partner in that message. So we're incredibly proud of that, and being a content provider with these waves. And then there was Infinite Strength, you might know because you are a user of our platform. We sponsored a forum on metastatic breast cancer, and it attracted globally known physicians in that space, along with major pharmaceutical companies. And this organization's reach had the net was cast so much wider. She could not believe like how much discoverability she had, how much it meant to her just financially, and her connection to just the greater world in the medical space, in national podcast, in pharmaceuticals. And this is just being replicated large and small over and over. So it's been very touching to see we've only launched in June, the impact that we as a platform could have. Basically, our dreams have been realized, and a lot of our plans have been validating going forward. But that is very touching, the experiences that our people have had. People, all our Impactwayv family.
So motivated, like to hear that somebody found meaning for their lives. It's something that I think, well, it probably will drive me to tears as well, because I don't know, like your creation has reached again, this is not in the peak point, because I think it's gonna grow and grow anytime more. But just starting with this, and now you get this incredible feedback, like very deeply connected. I really love it. I'm actually very motive about this. Like, yeah, I love the app, and I really hope people can feel the same. Like to bring these emotions, this sense of connection around the world about things that really matter. That maybe we lately focus only in things that we see, or maybe just in the superficial side, but there is always something behind, because people are behind the screen. People are the users in every platform. There, you can see a post, but there behind that is a person reading everything, writing their thoughts. So I love the way you manage just to bring people together in a positive way, and trying to lead all the negativity away.
Well, thank you. I was going to ask, what are your favorite or positive? Because you are unlike how I came into this without much social media presence, on purpose, you are so incredibly proficient in social media. So we'd love to know, what do you feel are, the positive aspects as we grow and continue to, move and grow our platform?
Well, personally, I have been involved in social media for a long time because, well, I love to share stories or images, things with people that matter. I use my platforms usually a lot for some philanthropic purposes, for charity. I use that a lot because with my family we work a lot on that. And then I discovered well, Miss Universe was joining this app, and it was the perfect scenario for me because I usually use my platform as Instagram, for example, to share these kind of things. But then the engagement of people is not always the same. Sometimes people are expecting a different content. Sometimes people don't really like to see some maybe shocking or sad stories because they are not on the mood. But then when you are realizing that you really can use a space just for these positive issues, the public is different. People who are joining this are expecting to help. That's what I like about Impactwayv. Most of them are expecting to make a change or to support you through the things you share daily. And sometimes it's not just about charity or things like that, but personal stories that touches my heart about friendship, about positive things in general, or things that help, like mental health, that is an issue regarding COVID nowadays. So, well, for me, it was like perfectly fitting for my purposes on social media in general.
Oh,
But that was something that I was missing, and I didn't know until this app appeared.
well, thank you. Isn't it that's wonderful? It's nice to fill a space you didn't even know. I mean, it just makes it seem more rich. But I'm glad you pointed out, just to come for daily inspiration. Now that you're on the app, isn't it incredibly touching how people? I mean, it's amazing that one group, Panthera of Africa, just has the most incredible thoughts. Our own influencer, Dr. Cav. I mean, there's so many people who build you up, and as you pointed out, these when you talk about causes and areas, you can think of it that, oh, that's kind of sad, if you don't bring the hope into it and people
Yeah.
who are making a difference. And as we talked about discoverability, I mean, anybody on our app who shares a story, you are making an impact, and that our metric allows that to grow. And that's where I would totally encourage, as you said several times, young people to go. There is so much hope. There is so much they could do. And while there is the desire and the need and the willingness to do good, you're making a difference. And I hopefully our platform shows them that their efforts, their passion has meaning. And I would love to see more creativity of that, because it's amazing what these young people do. I noticed in my own family. I mean, it's just, I could barely draw a stick figure, but there is so much creativity out there, and it would be great to have that focused with purpose. I think there's a lot of hope.
So that's also a great space because it's not just charity in general, but also beautiful things that people can do daily, or people who are talented about something, that you can bring everything together in this place that brings some positive impact in, and that's a great goal, not just for I don't know, for a better society, but also I think bringing hope for people. That is what this app is doing. It's a way to make everybody work for an objective. And in this case, at least in this program, we want to call everybody out to help together in towards a sustainable future. And a sustainability, well, sustainability doesn't mean just about the environment, trees, or the sea, but it's also about people, about how we feel, about the quality of our lives. And there are many things involved in that. So through these platforms you can share many things, not just what we usually think that sustainability means, but also about our health, about sharing our talents, maybe making people feel closer to buy arts or crafts around you. I don't know. There are many ideas that pops in my mind, how people can join and make a difference.
Well, I think we've checked another box just by listening to you, because to instill that type of creativity and inspire your ideas, which are almost like unlimited and
Yes.
endless. If we could inspire that, obviously a very talented person, in you, Antonia, but that's another goal that I think our box was checked. If we could inspire that type of creativity and just inspiration, how could we ask for anything more?
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, I like to call everybody out there who's listening to us, please check it out around you. What is it that you want to share with the world that you think it's going to create something positive around you? Like, for example, I would like to to make my sister join also, because she's a great artist as well. She paints and creates beautiful arts. Well, that she's hoping that soon Impactwayv has Android option.
Okay.
Because I believe then, well, at least in Chile, my feedback has been about that mostly. But people who has iPhones, they can actually share everything, and they are very happy with that. So as soon as this get broader, I think a lot of more people are going to join and share everything that they have to and they
Oh,
want.
definitely. Yes. Oh, and we're anxiously looking forward to that too. I'm glad we launched when we did, because we've been growing just exponentially, just every week, every day. It's great. All these people coming on, and we are getting better every week as well. So when the Android users come on, our net is just going to be cast that much wider. But tell her to save her art, even music. It'd be great to have people, on there, performing their music, what makes them feel good. It's such, art is so great for your mental health. And just our platform, what was part of our design and very much a part of our ethos and our thought process, every step we took, was just the benefit of doing good, releasing the positive endorphins. It's good for your mental and physical health by doing good. Even watching other people make a positive impact is good for you. And, that was something that was a focus, and something that was very important to us, to make people feel good for having been on our platform. We're a social media platform, 24 hours a day. You could come and have a dose of hope and feel that you have actually made a difference.
Yeah, that you have made a difference, and then there also, as you said, there are many people around that we maybe don't know, that they also have the same will for change. And well, for me that's very encouraging, because when you see that more people are joining, sharing different things, when you go into the wave and you see that many posts regarding things, you can learn also different things. There are also spaces to join courses or congresses or different interesting things. So also it's a space for education, which I think it's the
Yes.
key to go upfront towards a better future, because education is the basic for everything. And then also have the possibility to join, for example, to a course or to a chat with companies that maybe they are also willing to make a different impact, makes us think like, really the world is changing around and we don't lose that hope.
Oh, exactly. And you're right. There's education, there's youth development. And one of the things that you could do when you go into those waves and cause areas that has been very positive and meaningful is that you could say if you go into either, say, food insecurity, we're coming up on different holidays. If you go into that wave and you see those organizations, you could sort it by your zip code. So if you wanted to contact and reach out and maybe help someone in your area, you could also sort it by zip code. That was very popular with students who were traveling to schools, you were in new communities, or people who switched their jobs. It's a wonderful way to meet people based on a cause and a mission and a passion. But it's one other thing you had just said about the will, and that was part of the original business plan, that we believed that there was a will and a desire to do social good. And our desire was for Impactwayv to provide the way. So there's the will and the way. So we do believe the will is out there to do good. And we have designed this so that we are the way for people to make an impact.
Yes. So everything started with hope that you will assuring, like you were sure that around you were also the people with the will to join, and then it was created the environment for this. So this is amazing. I just hope a lot of people, as I said before, join this. And of course, regarding Miss Universe, I hope I can send all and share all the good content that I want to create, like with all my sisters of the universe, all my sisters of the world. I'm actually looking forward for Miss Universe to start, because, well, Israel is a place that I have never been before. And, well, by the way, have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. So I wish you well there. Yeah.
Well, I will share everything
exciting.
on the app.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, looking forward to it. We are very excited with our partnership to be the social media partner of the Ms Universe organization, and thrilled to see all the contestants share the amazing just causes and areas that they have been involved in. It's what an impact. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're very proud to partner.
Had strong advocacies for different things, and well, that's amazing, because we also come from different countries. It's just like a big encounter of different cultures. So I hope we can create a great content. I would like to share it with people. So please be be aware that I'm going to be uploading things on Impactwayv as well. So
we absolutely love it.
You will be updated about Miss Universe through Impactwayv.
Yeah, well, thank you. We so appreciate it. So appreciate being with you. It's wonderful. Anything we could do to get the message out, and thank you. We do encourage everyone, download the app and
Yes.
let your impact go.
Yeah, like your impact grow, and please don't lose hope. Bring joy to people and join Impactwayv. So thank you so much, Karen, for being in this program. I'm very, very happy and very honored to have you. And, well, say send my greetings to the whole team, because you created an amazing space that, as I said, I didn't knew I needed it until I found it. So I just hope we can keep creating more impact every day.
Oh, Antonia, it has been a pleasure. I will pass it along, and the team sends their greetings to you, but it was indeed our pleasure. So thank you so much for having me. It was great talking to you. Love your impact.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So thanks too much. Thanks a lot to Karen and all the team. I hope people who are watching this are encouraged now to join this beautiful app, because sustainability and environment is also related to how we do on social media, how we share content, about how we help other people to raise their causes, to be heard also, because platforms are for that. I think, and I believe, all of us want to be heard and seen, and for a beautiful cause. So thank you all for all the views, and please join Impactwayv. So now I'm going to say it in Spanish. And muchas gracias a todos los que están viendo este programa. Los esperamos en Impactwayv. Me pueden seguir, mi nombre es Antonia Cristal. Por supuesto, pueden hacer su perfil, es muy sencillo. Por el momento solo está disponible para iOS, pero posteriormente, como nuestra invitada nos dijo, muy pronto va a estar para Android. Así que muchísimas gracias a todos los que se unieron, nos vieron, y si tienen más dudas o consultas, no duden en contactarme, hacer preguntas, lo que sea. Vamos a tratar de utilizar las otras plataformas como Instagram y también de Ms Chile Universo para poder conectarlos con esta hermosa aplicación. Muchísimas gracias y que estén todos muy bien. Chao, chao.